What's going on, Phoenicians? My name is Phoenix787. Welcome back to VLOGMAS. Today's VLOGMAS might be a little bit controversial to some people because the topic I'm going to talk about is what I look for in an ideal partner. And for me, since I'm straight, that means a woman. My ideal woman. If some of you guys didn't know, I've been single for a while. I've been single for well over a year now. I think I broke up with my ex back in July of last year. And I broke up with her. It was my choice. It was actually more of a mutual decision. There was just some things that really didn't get along with. It felt more of like a friendship, and when that happens, it's really a lot better of an idea just to break up instead of kind of force the relationship. Because of that, I've gotten a lot more strict with women. Like when I go on dates or when I even look for an ideal partner, right? And for me, a lot of the times when someone is like saying, I want a Japanese girlfriend, I want an Asian girlfriend, I understand why you're probably attracted to Asian women. I mean, yeah, of course they're really beautiful, right? But I want to know why. I really want to know why these people want Asian in particular. Because in the past, I've had women who were, white. All my past ex-girlfriends are white or Japanese or Chinese. But from all those experiences, I kind of figured out what I look for in a woman. And, maybe I'm a little bit strict, but that's why I've been single for a long time. And a lot of people are like, Zach, your type is too strict. But other times I hear, you're way too loose on your standards. So some people say I'm too broad about my standards. Some people say I'm way too narrow-minded about my standards. I think that's just because my standards are unique, I think. For me, I don't mind what the ethnicity is of the girl at all. I don't mind that at all. That's not a problem for me. That's not a thing I look into. I mean, sure, I am physically attracted to Asian girls, but there are black girls who are cute, there are white girls who are cute, and all that kind of stuff, right? But for me, it doesn't really matter where they come from. What matters to me, though, is their personality. And that's, a lot of like, oh my god, that's just so archetypal, or that's just like so typical. You would hear guys say that just because they want to get laid, right? But for me, like, honestly, I feel like the ideal woman for me is someone who's very westernized and someone who has a multicultural attitude and at the same time very open-minded, but also at the same time, kind of, I wouldn't say too outgoing, but I do like a girl who's outgoing. I wouldn't say way too open when it comes to sexuality either. It has to be a good balance between open and conservative. It has to be a good balance between Western-minded, and if they're Japanese, you kind of expect them to have a little bit of that Japanese mindset. And most girls I know who are very Westernized Japanese, whitewashed Japanese or internationally minded Japanese, they do have the tendency to be Japanese, like Jun Japa, right? For me, like if someone's way too Jun Japa, that's like a huge turnoff. And like I mentioned, like the 5 things that kind of annoy me about Japanese people, if they are those 5 things, I'm probably not gonna want to date them. And it really depends. Like it really depends on the girl. Like each girl is very different. Each girl, if you are a guy coming to Japan and you're, on the market for dating, you gotta realize that every girl is different. One girl might have some Jun Japa characteristics, but then she might sleep around with every guy she knows, which is not very Japanese at all. Japanese women are very conservative when it comes to their sexuality, it seems. I shouldn't say all Japanese women, I'm just saying in general, you're not going to want to go up to a girl and say DTF to them. Some good teeth. I don't mind tattoos at all, actually. Like, a lot of people who I meet, like a lot of guys, when we talk about the types of girls we're into, we often discuss tattoos. Because, I guess the elephant in the room, I'm the white guy, and, everyone kind of expects foreigners to have some sort of affinity for tattoos here, I guess. And for me, I don't mind it at all. Like, if a girl has a tattoo, cool. If she doesn't, cool. And sometimes, the tattoo does kind of, sometimes it might be a weird design that might turn me off if it has, like, a strange word on her arm, or, if she has something racist on her body. Of course, that's a huge turnoff, but, like, I met a girl once who had, like, this really crazy back tattoo that was so cool to see. And I met her at the beach once, and like it looked so cool. Like that's awesome. I like that. But then obviously, all the girls I've dated, all my previous ex-girlfriends, they don't have tattoos. So, that's the whole back and forth thing, right? For me, a lot of the times I need a girl who is patient with my gimmicks. a girl that, you know, patient with what I do, kind of, you know, open to me complaining a lot, because sometimes I do complain quite a lot. And I also like a girl who is patient with herself, but doesn't complain a lot either. I feel like people who complain don't like other people who complain. That's what I noticed about a lot of my friends. And that goes with women too. Like, I feel like if I dated a girl and all she did was just complain about stuff, I wouldn't like it either. Partially that was the same thing with my ex. Like, she always complained about Junjapa people. And like I said in previous videos, Junjapa is like the traditionalized Japanese girl or guy. And she absolutely hated Junjapa guys. Like, oh my god, she hated them. She always called them sexist. Okay. When it comes to turnoffs, I really don't like the whole weeaboo type of girl. Like the girl who just comes over here and is like, "Konnichiwa, how are you today?" Tries to act Junjapa and wears all the Lolita stuff. That's a turnoff for me. I'm like, no. Other turnoffs, I don't really like the whole kawaii thing. That's a huge part of the Japanese culture, or that's what a lot of women here kind of follow. And I don't like it that much. I'm more of a sexy type when it comes to appearances. Even though I do say kawaii to girls if they are being kawaii, that doesn't mean I'm interested in them. And unfortunately that sometimes girls take it that way, but no, I'm just saying, yeah, cool, you're cute, but that's not really the type I go after. For me, I like a girl who likes the outdoors too. Like, I really like hiking, I like going outside, and you know, I love going to the beach. I went to the beach every weekend this past summer. If a girl likes doing that, if she's up to doing some adventure stuff, I'm down for that. Like, I like a girl who's up into traveling too. Like, my ex-girlfriends hated when I was out of town. They always thought I was sleeping around with other girls. No, I don't like that either. I don't like jealousy. That's another thing. You know, I have to have a girl who I can trust. Like, I don't know. She has to be like the ultimate friend at the same time. It sounds like I'm friend zoning the girl, but no, that's serious. Like, if you're gonna, how do I even say this? If you're going into a long-term relationship, you have to know that you're gonna be with this woman for a while, or man, for a while. And you have to have complete trust in them before you decide to dedicate any amount of time to them. Seriously, even if it's just going on a couple days, you have to trust them too. This is a broad term, just saying the word trust, but it is serious. Like, it is a huge part of what I look for in a girl. Like, is she trustworthy? Is she honest? You know? That's, you know, this is getting to kind of deeper stuff here. Personally, I really wouldn't date another J-vlogger just because I want to avoid the drama and the gossip. That's pretty much the only reason. I mean, even if I really, really like a girl who's a J-vlogger, I'm probably going to avoid dating her. Just because the whole fucking scene here is just filled with drama. Oh my god. And, it's kind of funny that a lot of YouTubers capitalize on that drama. I'm starting to think I should do the same. But that's the reason why I really want to avoid all the drama, because if I date a girl, like, let's say there's a really popular J vlogger who has like, she's up and coming, she has like 50,000 subscribers, and when she gets to 100,000 subscribers, everyone sort of finds out I'm dating her, they're gonna get pissed at me, and I want to avoid that shit. And I feel like if I break up with that girl, it's not a good thing. I mean, I try to stay friends with as many ex-girlfriends as I can, and I am friends with like 3 of my ex-girlfriends. In fact, I introduced one of my exes to her current boyfriend. I mean, I didn't think they were gonna end up dating, but you know, the guy is a guy I know. He's a nice dude. He's a guy I could trust that would take care of her. Perfect. No problem at all. She's happy. I've been happy since I broke up with her. I mean, we had a good relationship, but it didn't work out. Moved on. We're still friends. Happy. That's how it should be. So that's a little bit of what I look for in women. And I know I'm kind of opening up my heart here, but I feel like this is something that, you know, maybe if you guys are kind of questioning for yourself what you look for in your partner, basically my experience with women might give you some help. You know, despite the long hair and the very ragged appearance and the loud voice, yes, I've had a lot of success with women in Japan and in America. I'm happily single. Like, I don't mind. I mean, if I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't mind right now, obviously. I mean, right now I'm a little bit busy though. This is like a transitional point in my life, you know. I'm in the process of finding my first job, figuring out where I'm gonna move, you know, getting my life in order. So I haven't really had time for dating since I graduated in September. Even then, like for the last year, you know, since I've been single, I just haven't had that type of time. I mean, I've gone on quite a few dates during that time, but you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm not focusing all my energy on YouTube and stuff like that. Maybe I should be focusing all my energy on YouTube, but you know, I feel like if I wanted to, I could probably find someone to make my girlfriend, but I really don't want to right now. If it happens, it happens. If I get some girl coming up to me with some very crazy love messages all the time, I'd probably be a little bit scared. But if I find out I like the girl and we end up going out, no problem. So that's my experience. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please do not take this as sexist. I'm just saying I'm straight. I prefer women. That's my experience. That's what I look for in a woman. And I hope you guys understand that. Check out the other Vlogmas videos down below in the description. I left a nice little playlist for you. There's a lot of Vlogmas participants as well this year. Why am I doing this with my hands? As always, I'll see y'all in the next video. Take it easy.